What's going on, folks, and welcome into this week's edition of Third and Long here on Sports Tree. As always, I'm your host, Connor Roundtree, jacked up to be here. We actually have a really fun Thursday night football game, not so much in the sense that it's going to be a good game, just we have 4 prop bets, and I think it's going to be a money-making evening. So we're going to jump into Thursday night football, obviously, preview the full game, the Broncos at the Chiefs, preview that full game for you, give you our best bets for that game. Then we're going to run through every single game on Sunday, give you our survivor pick for Sunday, and some just some betting nuggets and things to look out for. And then tomorrow on Trees 3, we'll break down all the best sporting events of the weekend, give you our best NFL bets, give you some of our best NFL bets, and then if you want all of our picks, all of our risk analysis, every breakdown for every bet that we have, and every single bet that we have, head over to sportstree.ca and pick up our Week 6 NFL pick package, $25 Canadian. Easy, or you can just sign up and you can get the picks for the full year. So let's jump right into this show right now with Thursday night football. Denver Broncos at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos are 1-4, the Chiefs are 4-1. And this Kansas City Chiefs team is back to doing Kansas City Chief things. They've won 4 consecutive games. Travis Kelce leads the team in target share, and he caught a touchdown pass last week. Furthermore, Patrick Mahomes posted a QB rating up over 109, and the Chiefs are riding high. So it's nice to see that the Kansas City Chiefs are back. They've gotten a lot of help from the officials along the way, but they've also won 14 straight games against the Broncos. They have dominated this rivalry. Not much of a rivalry, obviously. 14 straight games, 7 years of winning seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's pretty dominant. It doesn't get much better than that. 14-0, 7 straight years of beating the brakes off the Denver Broncos. You got to tip your cap to the Kansas City Chiefs on that one. And I think that Patrick Mahomes is going to skin this Broncos secondary. I think they're going to make it 15 straight because Denver's given up the highest passer rating and completion percentage across the entire league this season. And their rush defense is just as bad, if not worse. They surrendered 177 yards to Breece Hall last week and a touchdown. They rank dead last in the league for yards against per game rushing the football. So you have a bottom-feeding secondary, literally the worst rushing defense in the league. What could go wrong when you're facing the Kansas City Chiefs? A lot. I like the Chiefs to win this game. I like them to dominate this game. Not so sure about the spread. 10.5 points is a lot, but I would be willing to lay that bet on the Chiefs. I just have some better looks here. So I do like the Chiefs to win this game. I do like them to cover. However, we're going to start this off with an Isaiah Pacheco anytime TD. He has touchdowns in 3 consecutive games. We saw what Breece Hall did to these guys last week. I just talked about it. 177 yards on the ground, including a 70-yard home run shot. That's going to open up some lanes for the speedy Pacheco. We saw what he did against the Jets, breaking that massive run for a touchdown. So I think Pacheco could break off a nice big one here tonight and definitely get into the end zone and hit pay dirt at -125. I love that value. Now, we have 3 prop bets on one man. Travis Kelce. Taylor Swift will be in the building. I don't want to talk about Taylor Swift that much, but it is important because Travis Kelce balls out when she's in the building. He has touchdowns in 3 out of his last 4 games. He has at least 8 targets in all 4 games he's played this season. He leads the Chiefs in target share. Furthermore, the Broncos have given up the 4th most yards to tight ends this year. It is Travis Kelce time. His receiving line is 65.5 yards, so I like him to go up over that, -115. Travis Kelce's 6.5 receptions pays plus 105. Travis Kelce needs 7 receptions, and you get plus money for that. I like him to do that. He had 10 catches last week on 11 targets. He's rounding back into form, and that was after an injury, mind you. He missed some of last week's game before going out and torching that secondary of the Minnesota Vikings and putting up a touchdown in the second half. So, Travis Kelce, absolutely love him to go over his reception line at plus money. I love him to go over his receiving line at -115, and then an anytime touchdown, -138. Those are your 3 Travis Kelce prop bets. These Travis Kelce bets are just a no-brainer to me. He has at least 60 receiving yards in 3 consecutive games. He's going up against a defense that has a horrendous secondary that does not play the tight end position well at all, and he's the best tight end in the league. Taylor Swift's going to be there. He's going to get his targets. So, in review, 4 prop bets for the game. Pacheco, anytime TD, get the job done. Travis Kelce, anytime TD, get the job done. Travis Kelce over 60.5 receiving yards. Travis Kelce over 6.5 receptions. I love all of those. Lots of overs tonight. And then Yes, I do like Kansas City to win this game. You can parlay Kansas City up on the money line if you like, or if you just want to take a shot at them to cover the spread, they should cover the spread. I'm just more comfortable playing the prop bets when I see the mismatches on paper, when you see the mismatches on tape over a potential shootout, or maybe the Broncos and Russell Wilson just decide to show up and run the ball efficiently like they did last week. I don't want to take any of those risks when I know that Travis Kelce is going to go off, when I know Isaiah Pacheco has a legitimate chance of hitting pay dirt. That's where I'm going to be placing my money and investing on some prop bets for Thursday Night Football. All right, now that we got our best bets out of the way for Thursday Night Football, let's get into every single game coming up on Sunday. God, I love this time of year. You got football back. You got these. I'm not getting paid for this. We're not sponsored by Starbucks, but these pumpkin spice lattes are something different. They are phenomenal. You know what else is phenomenal? The Titans' record against the spread as underdogs under Mike Vrabel. They are 26-15-1, and they're hosting the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are 4-point favorites, and this is a stay-away spot for me. As I said, the Titans are notorious for covering the spread. The Baltimore Ravens showed me a lot last week. We had Gus Edwards as one of our best bets last week to go up over his rushing line. I think he can do that again this week. I would invest my money in the total going under. It opened up at 41. It's now down to 40, and both these teams have had 4 out of their first 5 games this season go for under 40 points combined. So that's always nice to know. And then both of them have 3 consecutive games coming into this of going under 40 points. So the under seems like a fairly safe play, especially from 2 teams that want to control the clock and run the football. That's both of these teams' identities, bread and butter. Give me the under in that one. The Washington Commanders visit the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are 2.5-point favorites. However, the Commanders have covered 4 of the last 5 meetings, and the Falcons are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games. This is a stay away spot for me. I don't know. I would probably take the Commanders, but they've looked awful recently. Hey, the Bears just beat them. Speaking of those Chicago Bears, they're hosting the Minnesota Vikings this week. And all the Bears games have gone over the total this season. I expect this to be another shootout. The total in this game opened up at 44. It's now up to 44.5. I still like it to go over that. Justin Fields has found a rhythm. He looks good in this offense. DJ Moore and Justin Fields are just going nuclear right now. Did you know Justin Fields has a perfect QB passer rating when throwing the ball to DJ Moore this season? That is absurd. That duo is now taking on a horrendous Vikings secondary. Look for points to be scored in this one, and you know Kirk Cousins is going to be able to put up points. He's just, I don't know. Kirk Cousins is the worst, or is the best bad quarterback I've ever seen. He is so talented. He is a gunslinger. However, he always finds ways to lose this game. I'm not going to bet on this straight up. I just have no faith betting in the Chicago Bears. I'd still love my Bears. However, I do like the over in this one. Seattle Seahawks at the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I actually think this could be a very, very good football game. You have the Seahawks who have been steady and consistent. They like to run the football. They know how to take deep shots over the top to guys like DK Metcalf and Lockett. However, I trust the Cincinnati Bengals team and Joe Burrow, who threw for over 300 yards last week, a QB rating up over 100 and 3 touchdowns. If Joe Burrow's back in form, he should be able to skin this Seattle secondary. However, the Seahawks defense, they're gritty. They're not very good. It's no longer the Legion of Boom, but they are gritty. The Seahawks have covered the spread in 3 consecutive games. The Bengals are 2.5-point favorites in this one. I'm leaning Cincinnati, but this should be a very close game. I'll probably play Cincinnati on the money line and look for some Joe Burrow props in that one. San Francisco versus Cleveland. The 49ers are 6.5-point favorites in this one, and I like that. I like that a lot. There's a lot of live movement on this. The 49ers opened up as 3-point favorites. Now down to 6.5 points. Look, it's very easy to see why. Brock Purdy is 10-0 outright and 8-1-1 against the spread as a starter through his career. I like the San Francisco 49ers to go into Cleveland and win this football game. Furthermore, the 49ers are 4-0-1 against the spread with 3 straight covers this season. The only team in the NFL without a loss against the spread. Give me the 49ers to win this game on a money line parlay and give me them to cover the spread. Carolina Panthers at the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are 13.5-point favorites. There is no way I'm playing 13.5 points, although I do think they can cover this. However, I will be playing some props. Look out for some Tyreek Hill props over on sportstree.ca in that pick package. Detroit Lions at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is a surprisingly good matchup. 4-1 Lions visiting the 3-1 Buccaneers. I'm actually going to watch this game with a thorough interest. I want to look out for Mike Evans if he's ready to go. There could be some receiving props there. And then Jared Goff, I like him to absolutely torch this Tampa Bay team. So I think this could be a high-scoring game. The line opened at 44, and that total is staying strong at 44 points. We'll be looking into some prop bets for that one later into the weekend. The Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are 4-point favorites, and I like them in this one. I really do. The Jaguars are 14-2-1 against the spread in head-to-head meetings since 2015 against this Indianapolis Colts team, and I like them to go out and get the job done. And furthermore, the Colts are 7-14 against the spread in the division since 2020, and I just like Jacksonville to get the job done. Obviously, Gardner Minshew is playing his old team, so there's a bit of a revenge factor there, but I'm not going to let that skew my pick. This Jacksonville Jaguars team just knocked off the Buffalo Bills. Their defense looked phenomenal doing so. Their own Josh Allen went out and balled out. I expect him to do that again against Gardner Minshew. And then on offense, please, man, don't get me started on Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley, and then what ATN did last week. He went nuclear. I like him to have another stellar performance on Sunday. The New Orleans Saints at the Houston Texans. This one feels like I'm stealing money from a baby. I really like this Saints team. Dash 1.5. Give me that all day. I understand that the Houston Texans have a lot of hype around them. They have CJ Stroud. He's playing amazing football. However, did you not just see what the New Orleans Saints defense did to the New England Patriots? Granted, it's the New England Patriots offense, and Mac Jones has been less useful than the box of mac and cheese back there. However, the Saints went into Foxborough and shut out the Patriots last week, cashing our best bet being the under. So give me the Saints to cover the spread, and then also give me the under in this one. The Saints have gone under this total in 11 straight games. Not so much because of inefficient offense, but because of the fact that their defense is stellar. New England at Las Vegas. Give me the Raiders. Yeah, we just talked about Mac Jones, man. He's terrible. I'm not even sure if Zappy's going to get the start this week because he should. The Raiders, on the other hand, they're looking pretty solid. They're stealing some wins out there, and they're 3-point favorites here. History speaks for itself. Mac Jones, 0-11 against the spread in 11 starts as an underdog. That is horrendous. Patriots, 0-8 in their last 8 starts as underdogs against the spread. That's not going to do it. I believe in this Raiders team. I think they can throw the ball. I think Jimmy Garoppolo can control this offense and manage this offense. Not necessarily take it to the next level, but he knows how to get the ball to Devontae Adams. They have Josh Jacobs. And then as long as you have Max Crosby rushing the quarterback, he racked up another 2 bags last week. Couple sacks last week. I like him to get another bag or 2 this week. There will be a prop bet there. I do like Max Crosby in a prop bet to get a sack this week. That pays plus money, just so you know. Head over to sportsstreet.ca, get all of our picks. Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. Here we go, folks. It is time for our survivor pick. There it is. I like the Los Angeles Rams. I like them to go out and beat this Arizona Cardinals team, and I like them to beat the brakes off this Cardinals team. The Cardinals gave up over 310 yards and 3 touchdown passes to Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has not looked like himself, and he looked like himself last week. I like this Rams passing offense to explode. Cooper Kupp picked up right where he left off. He had 12 targets with 8 grabs and 118 yards. Furthermore, the Rams are 10-2 against the Cardinals against the spread under Sean McVay. I like them to make that 11-2. I think they cover the touchdown spread, and I think they win this game. So that is your survivor pick of the week. Now, if you don't trust the Rams just quite yet, the Philadelphia Eagles have never lost to the Jets. And we haven't used them yet either, so you could use the Philadelphia Eagles as your survivor pick. As I said, they are 12-0 outright against the Jets throughout these 2 franchises' existences. They're also 11-1 against the spread, and I think they cover a touchdown spread again. Look, yes, the Jets went into Denver and won against the Broncos. That Broncos team was also down 28-7 against the Bears before the Bears shot themselves in the foot. That Broncos team is terrible. I think we need to take that with a grain of salt and realize that the Philadelphia Eagles are undefeated for a reason. Eagles win this game. I think they cover the spread. The New York Giants at the Buffalo Bills. 14-point favorite Buffalo Bills. They're probably going to cover this spread. The line opened up at 12, and now it's 14 points. There's still money coming in on Buffalo. To what point do you just say stop it? The Bills lost last week. They're going to be coming for revenge. Daniel Jones just is not that guy. I don't know why he got paid. He is 1-12 in primetime games. This is the Sunday nighter. Give me the Bills to win this game. Give me the Bills to probably cover it. And then if you want some sneaky prop bets, we have some really good prop bets for this game, both on the Giants offense and on the Bills offense over on sportstree.ca. For Monday Night Football, we'll break that down for you on the Monday Morning Wrap, coming out obviously next Monday. Dallas Cowboys at Los Angeles Chargers. That one should be a ton of fun. Folks, we are now down to the part of the show where we give you our trivia question. We just mentioned the little betting nugget for Sunday Night Football. What is Daniel Jones' record in primetime games? We just mentioned it, so go back, rewatch the show, give us a like, comment, subscribe, head over to sportstree.ca, sign up right now, and yeah, you can get in to win a bunch of bracket challenges, some free prizes. We have our CFL bracket challenge coming up, so if you're a football fan, obviously this is a football show, CFL bracket challenge starting in November. Just pick your teams, pick the winning teams all the way down to the Grey Cup, who's going to win the Grey Cup, and you can win $500. Upgrade your subscription to upgrade your chances in winning. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree. Head over to sportstree.ca right now, get those bets locked in, and enjoy the football. We'll see you next time.